Here's our camper right behind us, and Jessica doesn't want to be in the frame. Why are you? I was trying to get you in it. There you go.
So how are you enjoying this stay? What is your review on this stay?
So far, day one, like it. It was a little annoying when that guy pulled up literally right next to us, even though there was plenty of free space.
Look how close. So close. Why? He did come around our window. We had all of our windows open and he came around and said, "Hey, sorry."
Yeah, there are trains that go east-west on both sides of the gorge, one on the Washington side of the river, and then up by the highway.
But it's not super loud.
Yeah. All right. Here's that train, and it goes way, way over there. Still training. If we were staying in a tent, it might be a little bit annoying, but since we're in the camper, even though they're thin walls, it's plenty of insulation that it's not super loud. It's actually kind of soothing.
It's nice. This is our first day here. We got here last night.
Yeah, our first full day.
Around like 7, but there was only 3 people here, or 3 other campers. It's kind of up in the air on when we're gonna leave. Right now it's either Monday or Tuesday. And then we'll just kind of decide and play it by whim if we don't like the spot anymore because it's overcrowded, or if somebody takes the view right in front of our camper. Yeah. Then we're gonna hit the road again. But for right now, that's all we have.
Yep.
Hi.
A few points about the Threemile Canyon slash I think it's called Quesna County Park. It's run by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, so you can go on their website and find a little bit of information about the place, but not too much. Over by the vaulted toilets back here, they'll have a big sign with everything. Right on the side here is everything you need to know, and a hornet. Read this, everybody. They do have another vaulted toilet around behind this fence. This fence is closed. It's not locked, but it's closed. This is kind of private land. It's like a treaty site with the local Native American tribes for their camping and fishing uses. So coming to the actual park has to use this boat ramp area right here. Yeah, you can stay here up to 7 days until November 1st, in which case they close it for the season. There is a burn ban in place right now, so no fires, and they didn't say anything about collecting, that you couldn't collect any like herbs or anything. There's a lot of sagebrush out here, so we collected a little bit to make some smudges.
Smudge bundles.
And they do kind of help keep the insects away, so both sides of all the walking paths are completely covered in this kind of common sagebrush. Really, really pungent and lovely to smell. A couple of them have grown pretty big over my head, but most of them are about 6-7 feet tall. Yeah, haven't seen very many animals. Saw a few birds, one rabbit. Everybody who we run into kept asking if we've seen any rattlesnakes. I've not seen any rattlesnakes, but
I haven't even heard of it, or heard them.
Yeah, we haven't heard them or anything. Since pretty much every person we've run into out here, they're like, "Have you seen any rattlesnakes?" So it makes me think that they know something I don't. So I've just been really cautious. Oh, real quick, I don't know if I can zoom in and see it. Yeah, right there. Really small, if it will focus on it, is a fighter jet. 2 times over the weekend, they've just kind of zipped straight down the middle of the river, and that is loud and annoying, but they're not doing it in the middle of the night, they're just doing it sometime in the afternoon. So bugs.
There is just the regular flies that you would normally see, and then we also have like some hornets or some other
Yeah,
bugs.
there's
all the bugs.
yeah, houseflies are enjoying the shade of our camper, whichever side that happens to be. So we need to be careful because we have our awning out that they like to sneak inside with us. All right, so most of our hike out this way is going to be not really facing me, because you won't be able to really see our faces too much because we have the sun right behind us and it's really bright. So we're gonna go this way with it. See, it's the main reason we're going on this walk together. Apparently the guy who had horses didn't have a large enough poo bag. So yeah, there's that. I'm learning a lot while I'm out here. I should probably buy myself some plant books.
Yes.
Because I have a few herb books, but they don't necessarily go into detail about all this crazy stuff that's all around me here. So there's really no hiking trails out here. It's just like kind of these offshoot kind of service roads, which I guess, like, for our sake is good, because the last thing we want is to just be walking in the middle of the woods. Well, I guess not woods, but walk in the middle of the desert and run across rattlesnakes. Because, I mean, I assume they'll warn you when you're close. That's why they have a rattle, but can you just kind of guarantee it? I don't know. I don't think so. Let's go back to the wife. Hey, wifey. Yay. You love me?
I do.
Sweet. I made a right choice. So I'm gonna give a quick pros and cons list here.
Yeah.
Of what we kind of liked. For starters, other than Sunday, it's not too crowded. It hasn't been too busy, and also the trains that are kind of flanked on both sides of the river.
They're actually pretty quiet.
They're not too loud. These kind of service roads that we're walking on, they kind of go for miles in both ways. So that's pretty nice. So you can still kind of walk around, even though the dog keeps wanting to run off into the woods. And we've been warned about rattlesnakes. Come on, Sadie. Come on. There you go. And she's gone. The biggest pro of all, you are literally right on the river.
Yeah.
We walk out of the front of our camper, and in 10 seconds, our feet are in the water. And if we had a more prime spot when we first got here, would have been like literally on the water. Like to the point where, like, if there happened to be some kind of like a heavy rain, I wouldn't want to be right next to the water, because it's right there. Cons of the place, it did get a little bit crowded on a Sunday, especially that one dude that parked right next to us. So I can't really use that as a knock on.
Very bitter.
Yeah, it's not a knock on the space. It's just a knock on our experience this one time. Yeah. Other than, one more thing. As soon as it gets a little bit darker than this, like another hour from now, then you'll start seeing these swarms of gnats.
Yeah.
We're out in nature, so there's bugs.
Yeah.
And there are some like bees and hornets that are around the flowering plants as we walk around, but
We did park close to the flowering plants.
Yeah,
so.
the biggest issue is those gnats, like the huge swarms of them, because we are right on the water. That's kind of what you're expecting. Since we haven't boondocked at too many spots yet, I give this one, I want to say a 3.5 out of 5.
I'll give it a 3.75.
Yeah, I think using a 5-point scale doesn't work if we're using half points. I'm calling it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
How's that sound to you?
Can I still do 7.5 out of 10?
If you want to. Yeah.
7.5 out of 10.
Yeah. So yeah, overall good experience.
Weekend.
Try to get here during the week, and you'll definitely find a little spot. And yeah, now we've made it back home. And thanks for watching. And we'll yeah, talk to you later. Say bye, Jess.
Jay's way over there.
There he
we
is.
also have sagebrush, I believe there's something.
You were just gonna walk away? Yeah, Jessica found some tumbleweed, but there's no wind, so I don't know why she expects it to start tumbling, especially since it's not even around right now. Literally, like right between that tree and our camper, some dude like backed up his rig right there, and his boat, and his 2 trucks. Oh, it's actually that man right there. He just moved. Oh, you bastard.